Hello and welcome to day one. Let's do this. For the next 30 days, I'm going to be guiding you and giving you a little something to think about. So take it on a walk, take it in your car, have it in your ears when you're cooking the dinner or walking back from the school run, however you like to consume this. And then once you've listened, see if you can jot down any ideas. Whatever you can do to move that information from your head onto a piece of paper or a voice note, I believe that will really help you gain clarity. I know sometimes I can get really stuck in my head. And when I get stuck in my head, it just gets very busy up there. So to guide you through these next 30 days, consider having one place that you refer back to, where you can jot things down, but make it easy for yourself. So whether it's a brand new notebook that you just have to hand and maybe you've been saving it for a while and you think, I don't know what I'll write in there. Maybe track some things for the next 30 days. Or you can just open up a new document on your desktop in your notes section, or write down your findings in a book, or however you want to do it. I know sometimes I like to take these exercises and I like to open a new voice note app, and quite often I just like to talk into it, see what comes up, see what resonates, and see what's going on. Sometimes I listen back to them, sometimes I just delete them, but the process of getting it out often does what it needs to do. So don't feel like you have to have a Q&A where you know all of the answers, just see what comes to mind. Okay, the question that I have for you today is to ask you, how are you? How are you? And quite often we will be asked this question on a day-to-day basis, maybe numerous times. And it's often asked in a quick, fleeting, passing moment where you may just feel inclined to say, yeah, I'm good, thanks, or I'm fine, thanks, or I'm a bit tired, or I'm rushing, or you'll just give a stock answer. But today, I want you to answer this question in full to yourself. If you want some accountability, if you want to use my email, you're very welcome. hello@Nicky Raby. I would love to know. I want you to think about all the different elements that make you you. So maybe you want to start on your body. How are you doing? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling hormonal or all of the above? And then I want you to go into your energy. What's going on for you right now? I want you to think about your clarity of thought. How's your head doing? Are you able to do the things that you want to do? How's your capacity right now? I want you to think about what your focus, what your concentration is like, and really pay attention to that. Likewise, I want you to think about your joy part of you, your fun part of you. Have you tapped into that? Are you feeling connected right now? Are you feeling enthusiastic? Are you feeling like you? I know these are a lot of big questions, but just see how they land. You may just want to take those stock phrases and just see what comes up for you. Those are some ideas. Maybe you never kind of think about how you're feeling spiritually, or are you connected? But you may be very in touch with thinking, actually, I don't know, my mental health, it's not great right now. Or I'm just feeling exhausted, or I'm feeling stretched, or I'm feeling excited and there's lots of plates spinning, whatever it might be for you. But the longer that we can spend, or the more regularly, I guess, we can spend in this headspace of asking how we're doing, it's going to give you so many clues. And what might happen is if you regularly ask yourself these questions, you'll notice patterns in your life. So that might be, oh, right. Oh, I'm feeling like, oh, I always feel like this at this time of year. Or those things often cause this kind of reaction in my body. Or sometimes I'll have the moment of like, why have I not learnt this lesson? Like it's popped up to say hello again and again, and yet I'm rushing around, or whatever the thing might be. Going into next year and also closing down this year, the more that you can get to know yourself and really understand how you work as a human being, it's honestly some of the most valuable work that you can do. Because once you know, and the more that you get to know yourself, you can make decisions that are going to be in support of you and your progress and where you want to go next. Now, that's not to say, right, it's all about me now and F everybody else. But this is simply about supporting yourself and building up these really strong foundations that are going to get you where you want to get to. I really remember having my son in 2015, and I felt that pressure that I still had to be able to do all of the things. And it only took a really bad night, or one of those nights, if you've ever had a baby where they're just up coughing all night and nobody sleeps, and the next day you literally feel like you've been run over by a truck. I learned pretty quickly in that moment to give myself more time than I needed. So if I had a deadline, or if I needed to put a boundary in place, or I needed to submit something, or maybe I thought that something before having him was going to take a day, I would say, right, I'm going to give myself 3 days, because just in case that time or that situation doesn't work for me, I'm not struggling, I'm not feeling overwhelmed. So I gave myself more capacity. And in doing this work of asking, how are you, you will begin to really understand what you need and what's going on. Because the person that you want to become, or more of the person that you want to become, you may need different things. So I will leave this conversation with you today. And that being said, if asking how you are, if that has brought up ugly tears or a sense of all sorts of things, you know that also there's help out there. If you need to phone a doctor or all of those things, like that help is available to you. Please do not suffer in silence. Get an expert to support you and help you. That being said, do pay attention to what it is that you need. And it may not be something fancy or Instagram friendly. It may just be an early night. It may be having a hot chocolate. It may be saying to your family, you're going out for an hour. I don't know what that might be. But see what comes up and keep asking those questions. How are you? And if you want a bonus question, how are you really? Yes, that is an interesting one. I can answer how are you publicly all day long and give a very lovely polished answer. But this is the deep work. This is the interesting, the juicy, sometimes the gnarly work. So see what comes up for today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2. If you want help, if you want support, if you want to do some more soul searching or goal setting, just go to my goal setting page. It's under nickyraby.com/get started. There's loads of stuff in there in terms of goal setting. All right, I am sending lots of love, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.